Reuters S&P 500 slightly down after Trump's big, beautiful tax bill wins House vote. For a Reuters live blog on US, UK, and European stock markets, click live or type live in a news window. Indexes: Dow down 0.17%, S&P 500 down 0.14%, NASDAQ up 0.15%, bill passes in 215-214 vote, sent to U.S. Senate 30-year Treasury yield at fresh 19-month high, snowflake shines after raising revenue forecast, solar stocks fall on fears of green energy subsidies ending updates after markets open. By Shashwat Chauhan and Kanchana Chakravarti, May 22, Reuters. The benchmark S&P 500 edged lower in choppy trading on Thursday after the U.S. House of Representatives voted to pass President Donald Trump's tax bill, which is expected to burden the country with trillions of dollars in extra debt by a razor-thin margin. If what Trump has described as a big, beautiful bill becomes law, it is expected to add about $3.8 trillion to the federal government's $36.2 trillion debt in the next decade, according to the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office. The bill now faces a test in the Republican-controlled Senate and will fulfill much of Trump's populist agenda if passed, delivering new tax breaks on tips and car loans and boosting military expenditure. For all that, the government has been trying to reduce government spending and the overall debt level. It seems that this bill is basically going to undo all that they have done, said Sam Stovall, chief investment strategist at CFRA Research. At 09:49 a.m. ET, the Dow Jones Industrial Average DJI fell 72.70 points, or 0.7%, to 41,795. The S&P 500.SPX lost 8.11 points, or 0.14%, to 5,136.38, and the NASDAQ Composite IXIC gained 28.91 points, or 0.15%, to 18,901.55. 9 of the 11 S&P subsectors traded lower, with utilities.SPLRCU and energy.SPNY among top decliners and down more than 1% each. Longer-dated Treasury yields stayed near their multi-month highs, with those on the 10-year benchmark US 10YT ERR at 4.606% and the 30-year Treasury US 30YT RR yield at a new 19-month high. Most mega-cap and growth stocks inched higher, though Alphabet Google.o outpaced the pack with a 3.4% rise. Shares of solar energy companies, including First Solar FSLR.o, dropped 4.1% as Trump's tax bill is expected to end a number of green energy subsidies. Snowflake Snow.n jumped 9% after the cloud computing firm raised its fiscal year 2026 product revenue forecast. All three main stock indexes had witnessed their biggest single-day percentage drops in a month on Wednesday, as Treasury yields spiked on worries about mounting U.S. debt. U.S. stocks have had a solid month so far, with the S&P 500 climbing more than 15% from its April lows, when Trump's reciprocal tariffs roiled global markets. A pause in tariffs, a temporary U.S.-China trade truce, and tame inflation data have pushed equities higher, although the S&P 500 is still about 3% off record highs. Fed Governor Christopher Waller said in an interview to Fox Business that central bank rate cuts would be on the menu if the Trump administration's tariff agenda settles on the lower side of the ledger. Traders currently see at least 2 25 basis point rate cuts by the end of the year, according to data compiled by LSEG. On the data front, U.S. business activity picked up in May, while separate data showed jobless claims dropped last week, suggesting that the economy maintained a steady pace of employment growth. Declining issues outnumbered advancers by a 3.3 to 1 ratio on the NYSE and by a 1.82 to 1 ratio on the NASDAQ. The S&P 500 posted no new 52-week highs and 9 new lows, while the NASDAQ Composite recorded 20 new highs and 59 new lows. Earn up to 80% weekly refunds. Increase your earnings by signing up now. Step-by-step registration and support. After signing up through the link in our profile description, you can instantly contact our live support team via Telegram or email. 24/7 assistance for all your questions. Our team is always here to maximize your efficiency and profits. Join us and take advantage of up to 80% lot discounts. Open an account using the link in the description and be part of our community. You can reach us via the email and Telegram channel provided in the description. Don't forget to follow us for the latest bonuses and promotions Wishing you great profits.